Pop culture dictates that reptiles have always been the original, undisputed masters of the prehistoric land. They are entirely wrong. Millions of years before the very first dinosaur even existed, the Earth was ruled by an empire of our own direct ancestors, the Synapsids. Welcome to the Permian Period, a hyper-arid, brutal Pangean wasteland. The most famous face of this era is Dimetrodon, a creature Hollywood constantly mislabels as a dinosaur. The museum-grade reality is far more bizarre. Dimetrodon was a proto-mammal, and its iconic dorsal sail wasn't just for display. It was a massive, heavily vascularized biological solar panel. In a volatile desert ecosystem where mornings were freezing, Dimetrodon used this gigantothermic sail to rapidly heat its blood, allowing it to become a hyperactive high-speed executioner, while cold-blooded reptiles were still frozen in the dawn, unable to move. But to rule an ecosystem populated by massive, heavily armored biological tanks like the Scutosaurus, the apex predators of the Permian had to engineer an entirely new class of weaponry. Enter the Gorgonopsids. This is the domain of Inostrancevia, a bear-sized terrestrial warlord that completely rewrote mammalian biomechanics. Millions of years before the famous Smilodon existed, Inostrancevia engineered the original saber-teeth. These weren't just long fangs. They were surgical, reinforced biological daggers designed to pierce thick, leathery hide and deliver catastrophic hemorrhagic strikes. They were fast, warm-blooded, and terrifyingly efficient, stalking the arid Karoo Basin as the ultimate prehistoric assassins. The Gorgonopsids didn't just share the land with reptiles, they systematically hunted them down. The Synapsid Empire was the most dominant, highly engineered dynasty in Earth's history, and it did not fall to superior biological competition. It was violently incinerated by the Earth itself. The Permian slaughterhouse ended in the ultimate apocalypse, the Siberian traps. The Earth's crust violently ruptured, unleashing oceans of lava in an eruption that lasted for 1,000,000 years. The resulting cascade of toxic greenhouse gases literally boiled the oceans and asphyxiated the atmosphere. This was the Great Dying, a catastrophic event that annihilated 90% of all life on the planet. The towering Gorgonopsids and massive armored herbivores were completely erased. The only reason we exist today is because a handful of tiny, desperate synapsids abandoned the surface, burrowing deep underground to hide from the toxic ash, carrying the mammalian bloodline through the darkest hour in planetary history.